Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Today is Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Guys, Bitcoin currently trading at 87,477 and 71 cents. Turns out the price is the same. It's the same as it was yesterday. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map. What's going on, Pickle Rick? Merry Christmas. Happy Friday, my friend. Super stoked that it's Friday. Very excited. Fridays are pretty awesome. We like Fridays. Let's get a little zoom action here. And so we are looking like we're setting up for a weekend liquidity. 86,314. And then the bottom portion, I'm going to go all the way down here. 85,086. And then up top, we've got 87,815. And then the tippy top of that is, I'm going to go all the way up here. Actually, there's a lot of liquidity to the upside. It looks like 89,862. Relative, I mean. It's not a ton of liquidity, but it is a lot compared to the lower portion. So that's our range that we've established at the moment. Bitcoin is trading, the RSI is trading below the moving average. We do still have positive money flow, which is great. We got a red dot in the momentum wave pointing to the downside. Can we establish a uptrend here? It's still entirely possible. The concept of the uptrend is still intact. Oh, we got less than 20 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, guys. Today's daily close contest is going to be worth 8 points. 4 points. I don't know. Let's see. It's going to be worth 4 or 8. 4 or 8 points. Just because. I feel like giving you guys a little Christmas present. Should we do 10? Is 10 crazy? 10's probably crazy. We'll do 4 or 8. Today's daily close contest win, no matter what you get, is worth multiple points. More than 1 point. It's going to be 4 or 8. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out, I guess, when we get to it. But, Pick Rick said trying to get this wedge out of this new pew-pew. Wedge. I'm not sure what a wedge is. I know what a pew-pew is, though. Okay. So, yeah, Bitcoin looks good. 87,451. The real standout today is silver. But we'll get to that. Dominance, 59.76. Ooh, I didn't notice this. Dominance has officially rejected 60%. That's huge. Huge news for altcoins. Let's see if we can actually get a bullish start to 2026. It's about damn time. Ethereum up 0.9%. Currently trading at 29.30. We got a little ways to go to get to 3K. But I want to get to 3K. I do want to get to 3K. We got a lower trend line that we've been observing. If we do touch that, it'll be around 2,800. Otherwise, like I said, I want to get back above 3K for the bullish case. For a short-term bullish case. Not moving average. Money flow. Money flow has been positive since the beginning of the month. Like December 1st, December 2nd, it switched green. And we've been green ever since. RSI kind of consolidating around the 50 level. I don't know what that was. It was supposed to be a circle. We did get a bearish cross, but it's not too violent. So kind of just watching and waiting. Notice how low volume is for this we'll call it a holiday weekend compared to previous. People are enjoying their time with their family right now. So there's not a lot of money floating around. Solana's up 1.93% on the day. Looking good, actually. Currently trading at 122.38. As I said before, we did break out of this lower trend line. Or not this lower trend line. This descending channel. And we've retested it once now. And now we're just kind of consolidating sideways, it seems. RSI potential bounce off that moving average. We got a red dot in the momentum wave pointed to the downside. JY's Avenger said no Santa Claus really. We did just actually flip again green positive on the money flow, so we'll see if that turns into anything. As of right now, though, we're still just lingering above 120, which is great. Total 3 is up 1.03% on the day, currently trading at 822.06. Can we get above, like I said before, our yellow trend line here, which would probably be around 850 by the time we get to it. Otherwise, bearish case is us holding 800. We're sitting at 822.07 right now. We got a bullish cross over the moving average and the RSI, resulting in a nice little bounce right there over that moving average. I gotta get a new mouse, man. My mouse is acting up. Green dot on the momentum wave pointing to the upside and positive money flow. number go up potential. We'll see. We will see. That's basically what it boils down to, is we will see. ADA is up 1.92% on the day, currently trading at 0.3502. I hope we hold 35, because going lower than this just seems crazy. That wick, if we're going to fill this wick, it does go all the way down to 26 something. So I guess we'll see if that crazy like Binance scam wick comes into play. Because allegedly that's what caused all of the other exchanges. They were like using Binance as their reference point for the price or something like that. Binance had some stablecoin depeg, who knows. But we'll keep an eye on it. I would like to get above 36, if not 32. Should hold or at least get a reaction. Volume has been better. RSI is chilling. We got unconfirmed green dots on market cipher, red dot on the momentum wave, and negative money flow for a relatively consistent period of time. So the tides have not turned yet. Snag is up 1.2% on the day, currently trading at 93.83. Can we get back above 0.001? 1/10 of a penny. That would be ideal. We'll continue to keep an eye on it. As of right now, we're just kind of trading, almost consolidating, it seems like, right in between our trend line up here and our support line right here at 777. So we'll see what happens. Not a whole lot going on. RSI sitting right above the moving average, red dot on the momentum wave, point to the downside. Money flow's been negative for a consistent period of time, just like ADA. Night, on the other hand, Night is doing really good today, up 10.33%, currently trading at 0.084793. We got nice support at our previous high back here of 0.075. We got a little blow-off top situation going on, came back to retest that, held it very nicely, and now it looks like we're going for another run. Very reminiscent of silver. Look at this RSI, looks beautiful as well. We got our bearish cross, our bottoming, our break above, consolidation, and now it's popping to the upside after holding that moving average as support. Looks really good. We also got a green dot of the momentum wave, and money flow switched positive December 20th when that explosive move to the upside started. And this is establishing a relatively decent uptrend as well. XRP is up 0.71% on the day, currently trading at 1.84. Holding above 1.8418, which looks good. Tisha said, yo, will the DCA strategy work at these depressed prices? If we return to the highs, the DCA strategy will for sure come in clutch. If we do not, then we're all just throwing our money away. So you have to believe, you have to throw money into a pit for a little while. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then, you got to pivot and move on. But the waiting part, I think the hardest part is waiting. No matter what, at the end of the day, when you have to wait to see if you're right or wrong, it sucks. Because you don't know how long to wait. Some people sell just before. Some people sell way before. Some people sell at the right time. Some people sell a little too late. It's all over the place. But as I've iterated 1,000 times before, it's much easier for me to cope with bag holding and, kind of getting wrecked, essentially. Investing into a bum asset versus selling right now at a loss, and then later on, that asset explodes in value, and I notice it, and I go, how much would I have had if I would have held? And I do the math, and I'm like, oh, I could have retired myself and my entire family if I had just been a little more patient. That would be awful. It's much easier for me to lose my investment right now than to lose the potential life-changing return in the future by selling too early. Does that make sense? Anyways, XRP, bullish case scenario, holding 184 and making another run for 2. Bearish, possibly coming down to test this like 160, 170, probably 160 level. Maybe 165. Let's see. Not a whole lot going on. Got a nice cloud accumulating on the lower half of market cipher. Red dot pointing to the downside, negative money flow. Bearish cross over the moving average and the RSI, seemingly rejecting as well. Short term might spell some downside. We'll see. H bar up 2.54%. 11.16. This one's just lingering. at this midpoint in between 12 and 10. We'll see if anything comes of this. Volume could be better. RSI looks okay. Money flow just flipped positive yesterday, actually, on Christmas. We'll see what comes of this. SWE looks great, up 2.62% on the day, currently trading at 139.85. I would love to close above 140, but you can't win them all. If we close below it and we continue to the downside, we are looking at a possibility. I suppose 135 or 130 could be psychological levels, but 126 is our next volume-based level, point of confluence based on previous price action. RSI did break above the moving average and is currently bouncing off of it. We'll see if that results in some upside in the price. We also got a nice big fat cloud on the lower half of market cipher with a green dot pointing to the upside. Money flow is negative though. So plenty of factors. What to make of it? I don't know. That's up to you. Ondo looks like doo-doo. Currently sitting at its local lows, 37.56. Can we get back above 40? Would be ideal. Arrow up 0.19% on the day, currently trading at 47.62. Below 48. I want this to get back above 50 for bullish case scenario. Bearish, we're probably going down to 40. RSI could go either direction. We are at negative money flow. Momentum wave, red dot pointing to the downside. Also could go either direction. We'll see what comes of it. Consolidation is not, I'm not going to say it's obvious, but it does look like we're consolidating. Unfortunately, last consolidation resulted in some downside, so are we going to get that same thing at the end of the line here? Maybe come like January 1st? Not sure. I am not sure. I'm going to skip some, skip. Let's go to Avalanche, up 2.07% on the day, currently trading at 12.34. I like this consolidation on the lower half of this this range that we got right here, this descending channel. This looks really good. We got rejection, support, rejection, midpoint support, rejection, midpoint support, support, and then it broke. Support on the lower half, fake out of the downside, support. Are we coiling up for a move to the upside? That would be ideal. And I like that concept because you could argue we've been trying to break this whole time. Didn't have the strength, didn't have the scaffolding, if you will. And now that we've established some scaffolding here, maybe we got a slow chop up and then we can break above it. I don't know. We'll see. Endgame, hopefully getting back above 20. Like real long term. It's at 12.33 right now. My bearish case scenario, I would love to see it hold above 10. Obviously, every psychological level, 12, 11 is going to come into play. Bullish case, let's get back above 13. 12.5 is the current resistance right now, so getting above that would prove fruitful, I think. RSI sitting right in the middle, could go either direction. Momentum wave is a little bit bullish, or a little overbought, I would call it. Red dot pointing to the downside. Money flow can't make up its mind. It is negative currently. Volume could be a lot better. Obviously, it's a holiday weekend, so don't expect much. Chainlink is up 0.91% on the day, currently trading at 12.18. Let's see. We got support, break, rejection, 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 break, rejection, rejection. So now we've lost 1268 support. We lost 1239 support. We're at 1218 right now. Are we going to hold 12? Because we have pretty consistently held above 12. Or are we going down to 1150 next? We got positive money flow that just recently flipped. Red dot in the momentum wave, point to the downside, but it is dead center, so it could go either direction, up or down. And same with the RSI, right in the middle, smack dab in the middle. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average in the RSI on the 4-hour, and it looks like it may be rejected, but we'll see what comes of it. 1218 on the current price. Yeah, getting above 1250 would be a big deal. Doge down 1.4, not looking good. Near's up 5.42. That's actually kind of crazy. Let's see. Ishu said, so talking about gaming, I pulled the trigger on a new GPU, RTX, I'm assuming. 9070 pretty much at MSRP. Prices are very likely going up due to RAM prices. Upgrading from a 3070. Don't game too much these days, but want to get back into it. I honestly, they're definitely squeezing us. I remember talking about how building a PC made more sense because it's cheaper than buying a console, but that's changing now. So I've thought about buying components for the PC just to like maintain, just so that way if prices do go up, I got it taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. But I'm like, damn, they caught on. They figured it out. Son of a bitch. I'm definitely getting back into it though. We're about to play. Oh, RX is different from RTX. My bad. I bet. So you got the ghetto one. I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about it, honestly. I used to talk so much crap about AMD. I was an Intel maxi, and then everyone on stream actually was like, just buy AMD. It's cheaper and it's actually better. And I was like, no way. And I built 3 AMD machines, and I was like, okay, I was wrong. I admit it. Definitely playing some Daisy this weekend with the family for sure. Probably gonna hop on some repo as well. Have a little bit of fun. Got some time off work. Gonna enjoy it. Anyways, silver. Silver was the star child of the evening. $79.32. Currently up 10.47% on the day. This thing went on an absolute monstrous run to the upside. It's like crazy overbought. Nobody cares. It keeps going up. I don't know honestly what to make of this anymore. I don't know if they paused it or something. I don't know what happened. It's been sitting pretty steady at 79.32 though. I don't know what they're gonna do. It's just like absolutely out of control. I believe there's a huge arbitrage opportunity. There's some place where it's priced like $88 or something like that. It's going crazy. There's something broke. I think either something broke or like all the conspiracy theories about silver being suppressed for so long are true, and it's finally reaching its like proper fair valuation. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy what's happening with silver, but it looks great. We like number go up and silver number go up, so we like silver. Gold, on the other hand, also experiencing a pretty monumentous run. Remember those soul times? I do. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. You know what happened? Crypto showed everyone what we could do if we worked together, and they were like, "Wait a minute. What if we did that with our precious silver finally?" And then they started doing that, and it worked. So they're gonna keep doing it. And they took all of our liquidity from our crypto. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, "What's up, fam? What's going on, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn? Merry Christmas." Oh boy. Gold 45.32. Also, monumentous run. Let's see if this thing's going to reach 48 like I projected. I can't believe... I guess I can. I've seen it 1,000 times. Whenever I draw a stupid line, a trajectory line, which is not a trajectory line, I draw like a line to see where I think the price is going to go, a price target line. It accidentally turns into a trajectory line every single time. The price like does its thing, and then it touches the line, and then it rides the line. And the whole time, it just happens to go at that same exact speed and pace and timing and everything. And it freaks me out every time. I'm like, man, why does this always line up perfectly? But then when I do that on purpose and I try to buy something that does that, it doesn't work. JShear 2.0 said, "Yo, what's up, JJ? What's good, family? Miss John, what's going on, JShear 2.0? Merry Christmas, my friend." Yeah, silver and gold, out of control. The 3 wise men really stocked up for Jesus this year. DXY, up 0.1% on the day. Hopefully this thing breaks down. I think we talked about it before. People are like, the DXY is at a 14-year trend line. So if it bounces, we're probably going to be in trouble. If it breaks, it's probably going to get a little spicy for a minute. Spicy in a good way. Market strategy. I don't know. Was today a trading day? You know what? I think it was. Yeah. A whole lot of nothing. Like I said before, this fractal is just an idea. Like I always say. If it couples to it, though, and it starts to rise, then I will take full credit. But, I mean, I got my fingers crossed. I really want MicroStrategy to do good. Obviously, I think the entire industry is kind of dependent on it, to be completely honest. But the stock just doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know why you would ever buy this. NASDAQ down 0.11% on the day. Not doing a whole lot. Very quiet. Can I adjust this? Should I? Probably not. We'll see what happens. S&P also looks good. 69, nice. 29.95. We are in for our sideways chop. before our explosion come December 31st. Not financial advice. Dominance 59.73. Like I said, we rejected 60. Looks really good. I'm excited about that. Can we get below 59 next? Would be ideal. Bitcoin itself, 87,350. I think the government needs to save our bags. I really want to find that meme about like Bitcoiners in 2021 versus Bitcoiners now, because it's such a good one. We got 2 minutes. Let me see. All right, we got less than 1 minute until the daily close contest. I think I found it. Oh no, it's really small. Dang it. Oh, okay, I found it. Here we go. Crypto Bros in 2017. Utility coins, F banks and government, decentralized peer-to-peer currency, mining. Crypto Bros in 2025. Meme coins, banks and gov, please buy. ETF, please. Regulation good. That's so funny. It's so true, though. It's so true. All right, guys. 1 minute time frame. Get your guesses ready for the daily close contest. You got 21 seconds remaining on the clock until you can begin guessing. Bitcoin 87,350 and 43 cents. I can't get my thing open. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Tishu said, just got a quote of the day on my phone by Bruce Lee. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Ooh, I like it. Another one of my favorite memes is, I think I told this one the other day. It's the guy and he's like, God, please stop giving me your hardest battles. And it shows Jesus and he's like, just do the laundry, dude. It's so funny. All right. Let's get these guesses on the board. We got J Shear 2.0. Today's Christmas special daily close contest is worth 8 points. 8 points. That's 4 times 2. 8. 8 is my favorite number. I've also missed way more than 8. So it's a Christmas present for you guys. 87,333. I don't know if that's going to be enough to put anybody in the winning position, but can make a big boy difference. Bitcoin 87,356 and 29 cents. Are we getting a little 1 minute time frame bounce here? Or are we going to start a little dumperoonie? Yes, J Shear 2.0, 8 points today. It is a Christmas special. Like I said, I've missed a lot of daily close contest days. Way more than 8. I can actually tell you how many days I've missed. I think I've missed... No way. 1, 2, 3... Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm not allowed to know. Hold on. Match case. There we go. Okay. 70? Have I missed 70 days? Whoa! I think I've missed 70 days. That's crazy. What is going on? I should quit my job. Alright, we've got Gourmet Brands Brooklyn coming in with 87,388.88. That's my favorite number. I like that guess. Guys, you got 2 minutes and 29 seconds remaining on the clock to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Chance for you to win up to $300 if you match all 7 digits of the Bitcoin daily close price. If you only match the first 5, then you'll win $20. We've had several $20 winners, 0 $300 winners. Are we going to get a $300 winner before the end of the year or no? You know what's crazy is we've had a couple of people come in with, like, within 1 penny guessing the Bitcoin daily close price, which still blows my mind to this day. 1 penny. Several people as well. One of them, Hoffs, did it twice. He guessed over by 1 penny on 2 separate occasions, which is actually insane. That was we actually sent him some special merch because of how impressive that was. I think that's more impressive than actually guessing the price. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Anybody else? Anybody at all? Yeah, have no monetary obligation here. All you do is guess the daily close price for Bitcoin on the Binance USDT chart. It is 7 digits long. Chain's figured up to $300. Completely free to play. Ton of fun. Don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys for being here. Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate, happy holidays. And if that offends you, I don't care. Go F yourself. Stop being so sensitive. 87 at 392 and 65 cents on the Bitcoin price. You guys got 47 seconds remaining on the clock. Current rankings. We've got Tyler in number 1 with 42 wins, followed by Tom Selleck Scoped with 29, Vahid with 28, Mr. Roberts with 17, JShear 2.0 and Giovanni Fontes with 16, Hoffs with 15, Waterfly with 12, Janix with 11, Drummer with 8. JShear 2.0 was the first monetary prize, winning $15, I think, at the time, nailing 7 out of the 8 digits. I think we sent him 20, because 7 out of 8's more impressive than 6 out of 8. Oh, Tishu coming in with a guess with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. I'll get you in a second, Tishu. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating. Let's get Tishu up in here. 87, 654.32. All right, let's get these bad boys up on the board. Appreciate you guys for participating. Big fat red candle on the Bitcoin. We've got 87, 654.32 from Tishu. We've got from my brands of Brooklyn with 87, 388.88. And we've got, did I fumble Tishu's? No, 654. No, he's way up there. Okay. 87, 333 even. And that is from JShear 2.0. Remember, guys, today's guess is worth 8 points for the daily close contest. Currently, JShear 2.0 is in the lead with his guess of 87, 333. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn is following very closely in front of him, 87, 388.88. Have you guys ever had somebody try to follow you from in front of you? It's actually quite funny. Look at this crazy, the strobing of the price. Wow, I've never seen that violent before. We had a road rage thing. I was like a teenager, and we're just like screwing around, driving around like teenagers do. We're like smoking cigarettes, listening to music and stuff. I don't remember what happened. This guy was like really mad, and he's like driving around us and stuff, freaking out. And we're like, what the hell do you want? And he's like rolling his window down, yelling and stuff. And then he gets in front of us, and we're just driving. And I don't know if he was trying to follow us or something. I turned on my blinker, and I was gonna go home, but then I was like, I don't want to leave this guy into my house. So I turn on my blinker. He turns right, and I just blew right past him. I was like, what is he trying to accomplish? And it was pretty funny. We like pulled off at like a old auction site, and we just watched the guy drive by. He didn't even know we were there. It was really funny. We were like, what an idiot. What are they gonna do? Kill us over road rage? Like, chill, bro. It's not that serious. It's okay. Bitcoin 87, 369, 56. JShear 2.0 still in the lead with his guess of 87, 333 even. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? We've got 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin relatively flat here, but we did just witness a monstrous red candle. That's how quick the price can change. This red candle was in support of Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn prior, and then the red candle came and it turned into JShear 2.0's game. So anyone's guess is fair game, unless of course their guess is like $1 million, because I don't think Bitcoin can move that fast, but you never know. 87, 369, 55. what do we got? We've got 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining on the clock. Relatively flat landing here. Has anyone watched the latest episodes of Stranger Things recently? We watched it last night. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Jesus, look how messed up my my mouse is. It created this. I tried to do a straight line. This and this. Like one consecutive line turned into 3. Definitely got to order a mouse like right now. Let's see. We've got 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin still flatline. 87,369.55. Like I said, today's win is worth 8 points on the board, which could mean the difference between you and second place, between you and first place, between you and last place. Ada Ace said hit that like button. I appreciate you, Ada Ace. Ladies and gentlemen, 44 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner, J-Shear 2.0, still in the lead. This is quite possibly the most anticlimactic Bitcoin daily close we've seen in a very long time. 32 seconds remaining. Oh, the candle just turned red. Look at that. Pretty crazy stuff. Different colors. Somehow the same price. 87,369.55. 22 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh, now it's green. Wow. 87,369.56. It went up 1 whole penny. Wouldn't you know? Would you look at that? Let's get a little zoom action here. JSU 2.0 still in the lead. My messed up mouse turned up the sensitivity somehow. Not sure what to do about it. 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of today's daily close contest and the new recipient of 8 points is J-Shear 2.0 with his guess of 87,333 even. The Bitcoin daily close price is 87,369. Nice. 56. 87,369.56. 87,369.56. Congratulations, J-Shear 2.0, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Very cool. With his guess of 87,333 even. Congratulations, my friend. Alright. Very cool. Banana spam in the chat, please, ladies and gentlemen. Spam the bananas. Switch back to the 4-hour time frame. Yay! Very cool. J-Shear 2.0. Perhaps move in rank. J-Shear 2.0 16, now 24. Suddenly. Just completely lapping Mr. Robbers. What just happened? Ladies and gentlemen. Very cool. Spam the bananas in the chat. What just happened? Alright. 4-hour time frame. Bitcoin 87,364.46. J-Shear 2.0 is the winner of the evening. Add you to the winner's Google Doc. All right, congratulations, my friend. You are now the proud owner of 8 daily close contest prizes. 1, 2 prizes? No, buttons. What are they called? Points. J-Shear 2.0. All right, very cool. I promise I got some sleep. I swear I did. 87,369. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 87,333 even, and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 87,369.56. Mr. J-Shear 2.0's prize is the perfect glizzy. J-Shear 2.0, feel free to remove the condiments that you do not like and divvy them up amongst your friends and family, your peers, your fellow competitors, your neighbor. Maybe there's a lady at work that you're trying to work up the courage to talk to, or maybe you're married and you don't talk to any women at work because you're a loyal husband. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. Very cool. All right. Computer is not liking the stream today. I'm learning very quickly why computer components have increased in price. Because when you buy the cheap ones, they break or they just stop working. Very cool. Congratulations, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the news segment. Before that, though, let's go check out on silver, the darling child. It is still 79.32. Did they freeze it? I'm confused. All right, news segment. Congratulations, JShoe 2.0, once again on your victory. Enjoy your perfect glizzy. We got a pretty decent sized post from this gentleman with a lovely AI image. It's a cute picture. It's got Ada on there, so it makes me happy. We got a message from James Bull. We saw gold topping in September, which it's not topped, by the way. It's still going up. Subsequently, gold bugs took profits and put them into silver, which then put in a new all-time high 3 months later in December, and also into palladium and into small-cap stocks, Russell 2000, which put a new all-time high 2 weeks ago. We're seeing that capital is moving down the risk curve. The next in line would be Bitcoin and Ethereum, then large-cap altcoins, and then finally low-cap altcoins. This is according to his cute little AI picture. Gold, stocks, silver and silver, silver and silver, wow. Copper and palladium, small cap stocks, Bitcoin and Ethereum, large cap altcoins, ADA, and then whatever these are, and low cap altcoins. Very cool. Next we got, this is pretty good. It's just a monkey. We like monkeys. Everybody likes monkeys. If you don't like monkeys, you're lying. Especially filthy rich monkeys like this. Look at this dude. Look at him. What a little legend. Gamma-chan posted. It's simple. The 3-year bull market was compressed into 2 years, 23 and 24. This was due to front-running ETFs and Trump. 25 was the bear year, red yearly, which is true, actually. And there's no way that this is going to be fixed. Let's go to the 12-month chart. Bitcoin currently down, wow, 6.66% the day after Christmas. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy number. Just saying. Congratulations, Chase. You're once again on your victory. Red yearly. Bull factors missing during 23-25 monetary business. Small caps look to be showing up for 26. 26 will be the start of a new bull. Now, I don't know if this is true. But I'm willing to wait to see if it is. Bitcoin News posted lines out the door to buy gold and silver in Singapore. Last time we saw this in Australia back in October, gold hit a local top. Difference is this time it's silver. I'm just saying. Bull Run 2026 scheduled. December accumulation, January. I like that they say December like that's 2026. Accumulation, January. Bitcoin rally, February. Altcoin season, March. Final bull trap, April. Capitulation, May. Bear market. Bookmark this tweet and check it later. And this is the cringiest thing I think I've ever seen from the Winky Butt twins, but we've seen a bunch of cringy stuff from them, so it doesn't really help. Gemini CEO Tyler Winklevoss says, wait till the world realizes Bitcoin is gold 2.0. So, I don't know, this made me laugh. It was pretty funny. Like, just let silver and gold do their thing. Why you gotta make it cringy? Marty Party posted Bitcoin wipe-up accumulation December 26th. Looking good so far. Let's see if we continue this uptrend into January 1st. Then we've got the Deribit digital asset options for December 26, 2025 have already expired. They expired around 8 UTC on December 26th, which corresponds to 3 a.m. EST. This was a record large event with 23 to 27 billion in notional value across Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana options. A lot of people thought that was going to be like the end of Bitcoin, and it very much was not. So, I'm just saying. Kind of a nothing burger, which is what I suspected. You had a nice candle out of that, but I guess that's the best thing we can get nowadays. Warren Brands Brooklyn said, I bought some silver today on Uphold, but they killed me on the spread. I think it's inevitable that it's going to hit $100, so we'll see. Tisha said Gemini added BNB recently. Does that mean anything to BNB? Coinbase also added it some time ago. I think it just kind of solidifies it. It's more of a vindication at this point rather than the price. I did read yesterday that they have the highest daily active users for like the past year, I think. So, kind of goes to show at the end of the day, they are still the king of ecosystems. Ethereum can be number 2 all they want. XRP can be number 3 all they want. The one that gets used the most is BNB. Like the most consistent use, the most stable use, if you will, is BNB. Marty Party posted Bitcoin decouples from the South Korean M2 for the first time since January 2025. Note the catch-up trade is clear. Marty Party trying to buy some ketchup. South Korean M2, which seems completely irrelevant. Like, it's the most random, obscure. I like it when people pull up obscure things and they're like, this is important because I just looked at it and I found out that it supports my bias. So now we're suddenly going to talk about this all the time. I'm probably guilty of it too, but mine's more for fun. Chinese M2 versus gold. Note, clearly China is printing money and buying gold, a debt to hard asset transition. Not gonna lie, kind of genius. I'm not sure. Yeah. China's stacking gold while printing is a risky game. Hope they don't bluff too hard. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a bad move in the long term, but maybe not. Maybe we'll see. We'll just see. Stablecoin mint 2 minutes ago. This is 3 hours ago. Another 250 million USDC issued on Solana by the Treasury. Kobe yesterday letter posted, breaking. The US M2 money supply rises another 4.3% year over year in November 2025 to a record 22.3 trillion. This marks the 21st consecutive monthly increase. Money supply is now $400 billion above the March 2022 peak. Since 2000, money in circulation has grown at an average rate of 6.3% per annum. Meanwhile, inflation-adjusted M2 rose 1.5% year over year in November, marking its 15th straight monthly increase. The U.S. dollar purchasing power is deteriorating. Billy said, hi to everybody. Tisha said, Philly. Crew. Gourmet Brandsburg said, dude. Billy said, doing good. Going good. Enjoying Lima. Merry Christmas, Philly. Appreciate you, my friend. Cheers. Hope you guys had an awesome holiday in tropical climate. We just had an ice storm here. Literally everything's covered in ice outside. Philly's like, oh, I'm sitting on a beach chair sipping a pina colada. What's going on, boys? All right. U.S. dollars purchasing power is deteriorating. We also got Kobe SE letter. This one cracks me up. You can't make this up. Google now has a literal line item in their quarterly reports called European Commission fines. 10.5 billion as of September 30th. Which, by the way, how is that not like extortion? For real. How is that not extortion? The EU has become so heavily regulated that fines are a normal line item now. What is happening in Europe? They're literally regulating themselves out of existence. The EU's shift from innovation to litigation during the AI boom has become one of the most costly mistakes in history. Unfortunately, and again, I'm not going to lean one way or the other, so if you think that this is me being biased towards one political party or the other, that's your problem. But the Biden administration was very heavy-handed regulation. And when Trump regulation, or when the Trump administration took over, they kind of removed that. I think the EU is still like stuck in their Biden era when it comes to like overly regulating things, and it's hurting them. It's hurting them really bad. The United States is like a gigantic monstrosity, and the European Union is a little baby, a little teeny tiny. There's no innovation happening. They stunted it. Philly said, JJ, hey, life is just as rough here. You forget to apply sunblock. You're a lobster. Dude, I get screwed in the summer wearing sunblock. I have some in my work van, but the fact that you have to reapply it drives me crazy. I'm like, I got burned. My fiance's like, did you put sunscreen on? I'm like, yeah. She's like, did you reapply? I'm like, I don't have time to reapply. I'm like, hold on, guys. We have to stop building. We have to stop the job. I have to go reapply my sunscreen. Everybody stop working. Put the hammers down. Get out of the machine. Step out of the machine. We have to reapply our sunscreen. And I know that is important, but nobody is ever going to do that. So then I just end up getting screwed. Teacher said, JJ, you're taking advantage of Epic Games' daily free games? No, I am not. I will look into that, though. Let's see. Bitcoin falls nearly 3K in 45 minutes as $70 million worth of leveraged longs are liquidated. That was 7 hours ago. End of year profit taking is setting up for a strong new year. U.S. equities posted minus 5.1 billion in outflows last week, accelerating from minus 3.6 billion in the week prior. This marks the 10th week of net selling over the last 14. Single stocks drove the outflows with minus 8.6 billion recorded last week, marking the 7th weekly sale over the last 8, bringing total outflows to 37.8 billion over that period. Institutional investors sold the most at minus 5.5 billion, turning into net sellers for the first time in 5 weeks. Retail investors posted their 7th weekly sale at minus 1.7 billion, following minus 1.5 billion in the week prior. Meanwhile, hedge funds bought 2.2 billion after selling 5.9 billion over the prior 3 weeks. Investors are cashing in on gains. That's cheap that they have gains. That's actually really cool. Good for them. Tisha said you missed Hogwarts Legacy. I already own it. I already own Hogwarts Legacy. This is absolutely insane. This morning, the U.S. government was selling platinum coins on the U.S. Mint website for $2,345 an ounce. At 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, platinum price surged above $23.45, rising to a high of $24.70 by 10:15 a.m. Yet the U.S. continued selling these coins for $23.45 or 5% below the mark price. As traders realized, they began buying these coins, which could then be sold for 5% more. This likely cost the U.S. millions of dollars, depending on how many coins were sold before the U.S. Mint realized the precious metals rally has entered U.S. government's arbitrage mode. Not even the U.S. Mint saw this coming. Legit, though, there's a thing on eBay called a live seller where the price like auto updates for precious metals specifically. It's really nice because if the price increases on silver, let's say silver right now is $79.32. You're selling for $79.32. The price jumps to like 85 out of nowhere. You don't want to still sell your silver for $79.32. You don't want to have to stop what you're doing to go update the price manually. It like auto updates and it keeps your margin at the same price. How the hell does eBay have that, but the U.S. Mint doesn't? Arbitrage opportunities on government websites should not exist. It should be automated. This is what we need, like people coming in, competent people coming into government for. I don't know what they got, like these 85-year-old people programming these websites is goofy, dude. Billy said, what's making gold run so high? Losing faith in the dollar? Allegedly, China's printing money and buying it. It's probably a mix of everything. Something's broke. I think something's broke. I think people are panicking. I think, I don't know. I think something is broken. I think people think that we're about to enter like some kind of recession or some kind of bubble pop. It could be people speculating. It could just be silver reaching fair valuation and gold responding accordingly. I really have no idea. I'm pretty convinced that they halted silver trading today. I don't have anything to prove that, nor have I even looked into it personally. I don't think it's some grand conspiracy. I just don't know that I've seen it. It just hasn't moved yet. Silver prices extend gains to 9% on the day, now above $78 an ounce for the first time in history. Silver is now at $4.4 trillion asset, just 4.5% away from surpassing NVIDIA as the second largest asset in the world. To be fair, I feel like silver should have been the second largest asset in the world anyways. Kind of just makes sense. There is no more fitting ending to 2025 than silver coming out of left field and nearly surpassing NVIDIA's total market cap. And it's not because NVIDIA is down. Silver is just up that much more. This is truly an era of asset owners. Price of silver today, Philly, is literally $79.32. Tom Selk said a little over an hour until something happens on Robinhood. What do you mean something? What is that? Like they have some secret countdown or something? They're probably just announcing some BS derivatives or some crap. There is no... Okay, yep, we read that already. Cointelegraph posted update to polymarket traders now seeing an 85% chance Fed won't change rates in January, with only 14% pricing a 25 basis point cut. This is what I was talking about the other day. I think yesterday it was at 88, so it's already going the opposite direction. I think I'm going to make a polymarket account and bet on the Fed lowering interest rates. Tom Selks said selling silver back at 45 was a poor judgment. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. I don't think the government can do that. They're trying to maintain spot price where all these other third-party websites are trying to make a VIG. Tom Selks said, yeah, secret countdown. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's probably some promotional thing for some junk. I mean, nothing burger. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's going to be some badass, awesome, world-changing thing. We got Bitcoin about to go parabolic. We did get a bullish cross over the stock RSI on the, I guess, US 10-year and whatever the CN 10-year is. So we'll see if we get a bull run out of that, according to that data. If you're a Bitcoiner, don't get jealous of silver going parabolic. It's a trade that's nearly 50 years in the making. The lesson, no matter how hard they try, assets harder than fiat cannot be held down forever. Billy said, my old boss once gave me a silver ounce coin for Christmas like 6 years ago. Price was $40 then. My boss gave me a bunch of them. Probably, it was back when silver was like 23, 24 bucks. So it might have been a decade ago. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. Tom Salscout said you have to be on the screen when the countdown hits 0. So wondering if it's a giveaway? Interesting. When is that happening? You said little over an hour. Okay, maybe I'll get on. Bitcoin Teddy posted 126K. I'll buy when it crashes. 80K. Told you it was a scam. 1 million. How did everyone get rich? Classic Bitcoin cycles psychology. That's going to be pretty crazy if that happens, honestly. I do like this fractal, though. That is a good fractal. See if Bitcoin hits 1 million. Wouldn't that be crazy? Bitcoin copying gold's fractal would be brutal, especially for anyone bearish at the lows. Yeah, getting bearish on crypto right now, like, you should have been bearish this whole time already. I'm not gonna sit here and flip now. You know, I'm aware that I was wrong. I don't think 2026 is gonna be 12 months of downside, but we'll see. Gold and Bitcoin. It looks really good. The fractal looks great. Next, we've got Bitcoin catch-up rally will be insane. And this is Bitcoin weighed against global liquidity, which is, I believe, the M2 money supply. We'll see if that even happens, to be honest. We'll see if that even happens. December. I like all these random speculation things. Billy said, what the F? When was silver 23 bucks? Not that long ago. Let's see. Go to the daily. It was $27.24. Yeah, January 24 was like 20 bucks. January, February, literally a year ago, it was 20 bucks. Guys, 1 year ago, silver was $20. I'm just saying. Almost 2 years. It was almost 2 years. But 24 to 25. In 2024, you could have bought silver for around 20 bucks. In 2025, you can sell it for around 80. Let that sink in. I'm just saying. Sometimes the conspiracy people are not wrong. Sometimes the conspiracy people are not wrong. That is probably the ultimate lesson here. Also, Bitcoin dominance taking a big bet. Dumperoonie. That's exciting. I would also like to point out a lot of Bitcoin people are conspiracy people. So, Billy said, can you also look at the chain link on the hourly? Is that a reverse BART or a rising wedge? Chain link on the hourly. Chain link on the hourly. Oh, I have no idea. We've been getting these volatile moves quite consistently. And they've been very much like pump and dump kind of situations. So if you think it's a BART, this looks... Oh, shoot. What did I just do? Tom Southcote said it's super cool, except it might mean we're all about to die. What? Silver? Why would we die? We got a BART right here. A BART going into an inverse BART would be kind of funny. The mean is the important level, right in between right here. We're like $12.30. It's basically $12.30 chain link. It's been that price for a pretty decent chunk of time so far. But yeah, I can't tell you if it's going to do this or this. I have no idea. Volume. Doesn't really speak to me for any reason. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason in my head, at least, for any of this to have occurred at all. I got nothing. It genuinely just seems like market maker just taking advantage where they can. All right, Clark posted December sideways accumulation, January bullish sentiment, February explosive rally, March altcoins takeover, April Bitcoin sets a new all-time high, May classic bull trap, June heavy sell-off, July fear and panic, August full bear phase. Please just note this. I like a good prediction, and this, in my opinion, is a good prediction. I do. Hopefully, I honestly, if we get Euphoria in April, it would be crazy because I'm an April baby, and April usually sucks for crypto. Every single year, April is so bad for crypto. Tom Selleck-Scott said, my crazy cousin is starting to try to mine gold, like spent $3K on equipment to go do it. Got to be a top signal, right? I don't know, man. I keep thinking that same thing. There's people lining up outside of stores and stuff. Not literally die, but like everything goes to shit. That's my concern. That is my biggest concern. Like, we've never seen anything like this before. And I don't know if that means that there's nothing's going to happen because people are speculating so hard. They're just like starting to panic. I don't think anyone has ever successfully like front run a like a proper market crash besides Michael Burry. And even then, I don't know. It seems to me like the government is so keen on not going through a tremendous amount of pain. I think they'd rather go they'd rather get 1,000 cuts, which is poetic, than, you know, one big wound. Like, instead of losing your arm, they'd rather just get like 1,000 cuts throughout the year. And that's what it seems like they're gonna do. John 316 Acts 221. JJ, what's good? Smash the like. Should I buy silver? Will it go down? I don't know, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I bought some silver today. So it's probably topped. It's probably topped. I've been looking at it for forever, probably since like $50. And I'm like, oh, should I buy this? No, it's gonna retrace. It's gonna go down. There's gonna be a cool off. Never got anything like that. It's just continuously gone up. So I just bought some today. If I lose, I lose. I'm willing to accept the idea that I probably bought the top of silver. But I don't care. I don't care. Tom Selleck-Scott said, I hope it's just countries accumulating because losing faith in dollar. It seems like it's just been suppressed for so long. Silver in particular. Gold, I can't really speak to. But silver, there's so much evidence to the fact that it, like, has been suppressed by banks and institutions that I feel like that's an easy out. That's an easy explanation. Tom Selleck-Scott said, holy shit, man, look at that chart. You decided to buy now? Honestly, that's the reason that, like, looking at the chart is the reason why I never bought before. Like, I remember I called my mom at 50. Back here, I was like, do you want to buy some silver with me? And she was like, eh. And then I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't buy any. And then it broke out. And then it continued. And it continued. And then it continued. So yeah, I don't really give a shit what the chart looks like anymore. I just bought some. Again, I'm fully aware it's probably going to go down from here. But I don't care. The pullback short will be historical. See, I was thinking about opening a short as well. I was thinking about that too. But look at this. Like, it's all relative, man. Like I said, it was $20 last year. It was $20 last year. This is a parabola. And it just started the straight up part. So if it goes straight up even more, cool. If it crashes, cool. Regardless, I bought a couple ounces of silver. You know, what are you gonna do? It's nonstop, dude. It's not stopping. It's up like 9 months straight. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's gonna go, and I'm probably gonna look like a jackass. This is gonna be a great clip when it crashes back down to $20 in like a month. But as of right now, nobody cares that silver is way overbought, way overextended at historical levels. It's closing out the year. like tremendously. I believe it could dump over 50% right now, and it would still have outperformed the S&P 500. That's where silver's at right now. So if I look like a jackass because I bought a couple ounces at $80, big freaking deal. I'll wait another 50 years, you know. I'll sell them when I'm 80 for like $100. I don't care. Cheers, guys, to buying that silver top on Christmas. I didn't do it because I thought it was a smart decision. I just did it because I'm FOMOing. All right. Maybe I sacrifice myself to make it go down because people are bummed out about their bags, their crypto bags. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy silver. I'm gonna stop this rally, and I bought. Jay Sure 2.0 goes, let's wait for confirmation. No, I don't do confirmations. I just buy like an idiot. Congratulations though on your perfect glizzy. Silver forms a god candle on the monthly chart as it soars to $78 for the first time in history. Yeah, dude, the red candle is gonna be crazy. It really is. You bought, I'll sell now. Exactly. I literally posted it on X. Hold on, where's my stupid post? Right here. I said I was sick of silver going up while my bags bleed to death, so I bought some today. The silver top is officially in. You're welcome. This is pretty good. Pretty good stuff. All right. JJ buying silver at $80 equals 2022 bear market all over again. Yeah. Get out while you guys can. I'm letting you know now. It's a PSA. Silver forms God candle. Yep. Stock market says goodbye to greed. That was fast. This cracks. Dude, all the silver memes are so funny. Silver, gold, crypto. we get coal. I saw a really good one from one of the comic book artists, like the crypto comic book artists, and it was like a gold bar and a silver bar, and they're little like characters, and they were like giving gifts, and then there was like a little Doge character opening up his gift, and he pulls it out, and it's an Ethereum, and he's crying, and silver and gold are like pointing and laughing. It's so good. Oh man. All right. Silver overtakes the British pound as the world's 11th most valuable asset. That's crazy. So we got the British pound, silver, Nvidia, Japanese yen, natural gas, copper, euro. How do they, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How do they calculate the market cap of natural gas? What? That one doesn't really make sense to me. Because it's being burned all the time. And I'm sure they're finding some all the time. Like copper and silver and gold, you don't really destroy those. You just like, you can just make them into stuff. But natural gas gets destroyed. When it gets burned, it disappears forever. How the hell do they calculate the market cap of natural gas? That's so weird to me. Copper, euro, United States dollar, gold, Chinese yuan, oil, and real estate. I'm curious as to how China is able to print their money into oblivion without causing crazy inflation. But we can hardly print any, and suddenly prices go up like 5x. You know what I mean? Can't we just lie? Like, I'm pretty sure China's out here lying. Why can't we lie too? We should just lie. Just print, just double the money supply and be like, no, we haven't printed money in 10 years. What are you talking about? Oh, you counted? Did you count? Why don't you go count it then? Why don't you go count all the money and tell me that I've printed, tell me that I've doubled the supply of money? Why don't you go do that? Good luck. Billy said stop buying the highs. No, I won't. I refuse. I'm going to hold on to it for forever too. I'm going to tell everybody that's great. I'm going to start a YouTube channel about silver. I'm going to take selfies every day until silver breaks all-time high. What else am I going to do? Probably start a silver podcast. Sell some silver merch. Pickle Rick said, so are we in a bear market or what? I don't know, man. We're buying silver at this point. What are you talking about? What bear market? Silver's not a bear market. This is a silver channel now. That's funny. Are we in a bear market or what? All right. Let's see what's next. We've got Bitcoin bear market. Congratulations, you made it through 2025. You made it through the bear market. So we all agree that 2025 was a bear market, correct? Check it out. We got 3 green, 1 red. 3 green, 1 red. 3 green, 1 red. 2 green, 1 red. Interesting. Very, very interesting. This time, ladies and gentlemen, by default, obviously we won't know this until January 1st, like until New Year, but by default, I do believe this time is different. Crazy stuff. Like I said, you heard it here first. Bitcoin bear market is confirmed. This one, this is a great post. So bear with me. There was a time in 2018, 2019, where literally everyone thought they were effed holding altcoins. 2020 was even worse, given the whole pandemic BS. But that was a freak irregularity for everything. In 19 or so, it was either you had Bitcoin or you were a laughingstock. The only way to have survived was to be a Bitcoin maxi or have Tether, and back then, nobody was really trusting of stablecoins. Everything had gone down 99%, and it's the exact same emotionalism right now. You know how you look at a chart from years back and think, damn, I would have bought if I was there. No, you wouldn't have. From the distant future, you look back and think, wow, Solana was 110 million fully diluted value in 2020. I would have gone all in. Nope, because the sentiment back then is what you're seeing right now. Everyone said crypto is dead, SPX outperforming, commodities outperforming, everyone investing elsewhere but crypto. And how many of you are buying now? Effing nobody. Alts are too high fully diluted value. Inflation, N-word. Of course, they're going to be higher fully diluted value and won't yield the same level of returns, but some of these coins are still crazy buys if you have any belief in the industry. That's my whole thing. If you believe, then just build it back. It doesn't have to be some big thing. You know, don't pour your life savings into it if you don't want to. If you do, then by all means. There are too many coins now, man. It wasn't like that before. I didn't know what to pick. Back then, you would have said the same crap. Because it was still too many coins relative to the time. People wanted to identify the next potential Ethereum. Now you want the perfect time to identify the next potential Solana, but you'd rather cry about silver going up. Take a chance, Dr. Axios. I thought this was a great post. I'm actually going to repost it because I thought it was amazing. We've got silver roars to $79 for the first time in history. Absolute parabolic move. And U.S. Bank's Fed Reserve just pumped $2.5 billion into the U.S. banking system through overnight repos. More than $120 billion has been injected this year. Compare that to prior years. Yeah, this stuff like this might also be another reason why people are scooping up silver and gold. It's a safe. Those are both safe haven assets. Bitcoin, not so much, but it's, you know, people try to compare it. It's like up there with the idea. But silver, gold, copper, palladium, all the precious metals are 1000% safe haven assets. And everyone and their brother thinks we're about to enter the craziest, like, worse off recession on the planet. Why is silver and gold and other precious metals performing so well right now? Why are silver and gold and other precious metals performing so well right now? What are people buying it all for? Let's see what Grok says. See if Grok has any good insights. Congratulations, Jay Shear 2.0, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Pickle Rick said, I'm buying a homeless dude a burger, so when I'm homeless, he will be nice to me. That's actually a good idea. That's a great idea. Oh, man. You know what? You know what's really funny? You can buy precious metals with a credit card. The ultimate arbitrage opportunity is to buy silver and gold with debt. I'm joking, by the way. This is actually a joke. Please don't do this. And the silver and gold outperforms your APR. That'd be funny. Oh man, you know what's really cool? I just watched a whole thing about the stars from Home Alone 1 and 2, how much money they made from those movies and what their net worth is today. And a lot of them literally made like 20, 25, 30 million, and they still have that much money today. So they spent money, you know, they lived their lives or whatever, but they made their money work for them. You can reach a certain point where you do stuff with your money, and your money like has recurring value adding to your net worth. And it's not like some big like you don't need $10 million in order to make like $1,000 a day in a high yield savings account or whatever. You don't need to make it that complicated. You just have to like invest in yourself. It can be as simple as that. Build a business or something, but you can make your money work for you in so many different ways. You don't have to constantly have like a high income. Just make your money work for you. Like for real. All right, Grok said precious metals, particularly gold and silver, have surged to record highs. Gold, blah, blah, blah. End of the year rally amplified by thin holiday liquidity, reflects a combination of safe haven demand, monetary policy shifts, and structural buying trends. Geopolitical tensions and safe haven demand. Escalating global risks, including U.S. blockades on Venezuelan oil tankers, trade tariff concerns, example under Trump administration, and broader unrest drive investors toward precious metals as hedges against uncertainty and potential currency debasement. Weaker U.S. dollar and expectations of further rate cuts. The dollar has depreciated significantly in 2025, down 10 to 11% at points, making dollar-priced metals more affordable for overseas buyers. Markets anticipate additional Federal Reserve easing in 2026, reduced opportunity costs for holding non-yielding assets like gold and silver, central bank purchasing, primarily gold. Central banks continue heavy buying to diversify reserves away from the dollar, with hundreds of tons added in 2025 on track for 850 to 1,000 tons annually, down slightly from prior years but still elevated. Key buyers include Poland, China, and others in emerging markets. Investor inflows via ETFs and physical buying. Strong inflows into gold and silver-backed ETFs plus retail demand for bars, coins reflect defensive positioning amid economic wobbles and inflation fears. Can't they, like, take our silver and gold? Like, can't the government just seize that? That's kind of funny. And industrial and supply side pressures, especially silver. Silver benefits from robust demand in solar panels, electric vehicles, electronics, data centers, AI-related, and electrification amid persistent supply deficits, multi-year shortages. This dual role, industrial plus monetary, amplifies its gains over gold. What are people and institutions buying it for? Safe haven and portfolio diversification. See, I'm diversifying my portfolio. Investors and institutions view gold, silver as protection against stock market volatility, inflation, dollar weaknesses, and geopolitical shocks. De-dollarization and reserve management. Central banks buy gold to reduce reliance on U.S. dollar assets. I will say it is time, I think, for the U.S. dollar to collapse, so that might be a big factor. There's a lot of like metrics people point out about timelines and how long currencies last and all this stuff like dynasties collapsing and crap like that, and like the way that they've happened over history, it's lining up perfectly with the way that the U.S. dollar is collapsing today. All kinds of crap. So there's a lot of fear mongering going on that might lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy, which you could blame on anything regardless, but it might be a cop-out. Industrial applications, silver, and to a lesser extent platinum, palladium sees demand from green energy, tech, and manufacturing sectors. Speculative momentum trading, year-end thin markets, and record-breaking momentum attracts traders betting on further upside. Overall, this rally marks the strongest annual performance for gold and silver since 1979, driven by persistent structural factors rather than short-term speculation alone. While volatility remains with risks of profit-taking, many analysts expect elevated prices into 2026. That is actually insane. That is actually insane. Let's watch, wait, and see. Kind of excited, honestly. I can't believe the performance. This is a crazy chart, like legit. This is a crazy chart. 1K to 10K Grok portfolio currently down $567, 56.7%. The best performer is Solana, currently down 28. The worst performer is Aptos, currently down 73. Pickle Rick said yesterday my wife's dad was talking crap about Bitcoin. My wife said it's going to be the world currency. I was like, oh, that is pretty good. That's pretty good. Meme coin portfolio currently down 645, 64.5%. Worst performer is Doge, down $96. I'm sorry, best performer is Doge, down $96. Giga Chad, worst performer, down 170. Then the narrative portfolio, my favorite and the most stable, currently down 251 or 52%. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, one real world asset coin, and one gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. Best performer is Tau, only down 26%. Worst performer is Fetch, down 65%. And last but not least, the perfect entry portfolio, which we might rename to the knife catching portfolio, currently down 484, 48.4%. I do believe it is outperforming all of the other portfolios at the moment. Best performer is Chainlink, only down 20. Worst performer is Render, down 69. Nice. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Silver, $79.32. Bitcoin, $87,384.57. Congratulations, JShare 2.0, on your victory once again. Enjoy your perfect glizzy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I love and leave you. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. As always, when Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Happy Friday and good night. Merry Christmas.